It's Otaku Time!
What's going on, friends? Welcome to Otaku Time. This is the show where we talk about anime, manga, and all things otaku. I'm your host, Dom, the weeb, and we got our two normies, Strolly.
Sup?
And Marley.
Sup?
Copier.
So last week, I left you with some homework. You guys had to watch Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
So, what'd you think?
It was tight.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. That was awesome. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, I have zero complaints. It was just really good.
So I'll say, like, with my previous experience with anime, like, obviously what I said in the last episode, like, I don't have that much, and the ones that I watched were very long. So watching that, it was like the real slower parts, like the story development and stuff like that, felt so much better than anything I've ever experienced. I was like, and then even when, like, my favorite thing, like, that they did was when they like flash back to something, it always led right up to the current scene that you left from. Like, like the one thing when Rui's sister, when he smacked her and Tonjiro was there, and they did the whole flashback to show how she became part of the family, and then you even see that scene from their perspective.
Yeah.
And that, like, the way that they did that was fantastic.
Yeah, that
I
was
was
really
so
cool.
Like, whenever I saw it, I was like, I love how it just goes right into it. Like, it's not even like it's not like a flash and then a flash. It's
not jarring. It's not totally separate. It completely
it's
leads
so
to
smooth
what's happening now.
and it felt so nice. And then I mean, the fight scenes, the animation, all that
Oh, it was
stuff
just beautiful.
fantastic.
Just beautiful.
Yeah, it was perfect.
It looked incredible.
Yeah. Good one to start with. I'll say that.
Exactly. Great jumping off point. I mean, I loved how, like, I didn't hate any characters. You know, there's usually, like, at least in my experience, there's usually an insufferable character, like somebody that's like comic relief, or somebody that just has a characteristic that's meant to be annoying.
Yeah.
The closest that it gets is probably Zenitsu.
Yeah.
And even then, like, I like Zenitsu's character.
Yeah.
Like, I actually care
funny.
about his character. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, he's annoying and he's bratty or whatever, but, like, it's funny, and he's also kind of a badass.
Yeah.
Like, I can't, like, it's worth it. Like, that, it's...
He'll just pass out and then...
Falls asleep, comes in immediate badass.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as that nose bubble comes up, it's like, oh, get ready.
First form.
It's
the only one I could do.
Which I love that, too.
Yeah.
It's like, as badass as he is, he's still, like, he's got so far to go and so far to grow. But he's still a badass with that one thing that he can do.
Yeah.
You know?
You can see how far he can grow.
Yeah.
It's tight.
I also like the dynamic between him and Inosuke. They're kind of like foils of each other.
Yep, exactly.
And then Tanjiro's just right in the middle, just to like balance out the trio.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Whereas Zenitsu is like the scared crybaby, and Inosuke is a big doof.
Yeah.
Like a big, strong,
just
like,
runs
idiot.
into everything.
He's gonna challenge everyone.
Yeah. And then obviously Tonjiro thinks everything through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's tight.
Yeah. I like how they keep his character consistent. Like, he's very honest, and like in the second episode, I think, when he first gets the basket from like the villagers or whatever, he was like, I'll pay you for the basket, and then the guy's like, no, it's fine. He's like, here's the money. Take the damn money.
I'll pay you for the basket.
Oh no, there's holes in it. Hey, here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tanjiro's just such a nice boy.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
And it seems so genuine, right?
Yeah.
And there was never like his motive is just to be genuinely
be a
nice.
good person,
Yeah, exactly. And like you never got the feeling that, like, oh, he's doing it for this or he's doing it for that. Like, no, he's just doing it because that's who he is.
Yeah.
Like, I like that.
Just a good dude.
Yeah.
To people and to demons.
Exactly.
Yeah. That was probably one of my favorite things about it, that, like, Tanjiro humanized the demons.
Yeah.
And that makes the demons not just these big bad, at least these, like, one shade character. Even the villains, like the small villains, like the way he's treated, like the bigger demons that he's killed, and how they get the backstory with them, and that
I really like that.
They were all humans once.
Like in the trick house. When he gets like pushed back, or the room is spinning.
Yeah, the drummer.
And
the drum one.
Yeah. And he doesn't step on the sheets, and like the demon's like, he didn't even do that. He treats me like a like, you know, like that kind of that it's just who he is, and it's so nice. It's like what you would want every human being to be like.
Yeah. And like when he killed Spider Mommy, like he did like the mercy kill with like no pain.
Yeah.
Because he switched forms, right?
Yeah.
Like he was going in for one, and then he saw her eyes and saw her reaching out, and then he gave her like the mercy killing.
Yeah.
Which I was like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I love everyone.
Yeah. Nothing bad I could really say about that entire season. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Michael Jackson, aka Muzan, the head demon?
Yeah. Kind of what I expected, I guess. Like just ruthless, but like classy.
Not mindless.
Yeah.
He's not just
smart.
Yeah.
Methodical.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a dick. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I hate him.
Yeah.
But the way they wrote the character is exactly what I would expect for the leader / number one demon. You know.
Yeah.
Just a complete and like, no, I'm here to
This person is
fuck
evil.
shit up. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like he doesn't. I guess he doesn't seem like a destructive evil.
Right.
He's a manipulative evil.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like he's not out there burning down cities and like killing waves and waves of people.
He's doing it low key.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's very subtle about it.
Yeah, which makes it a lot more intimidating.
Also, he can change forms, which was like, I was like,
oh yeah, when he hit his aura and when they could have sent him in like the room thing.
Yeah. In the, what did you call it? The
MC Escher like thing.
Yeah. They were like, oh, that's yeah. He changed forms, right?
I think it was just more like a outfit change. Like he looked more feminine.
Yeah, he put on a different skin.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like so that's what I took, and I was like, that's interesting. That's gonna suck.
I love that whole scene, by the way. Like, just the way that it was animated, the fluidity of the motion and everything was incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I was astounded watching it. I was like, there's not even a lot of action. There's not a lot of action going on, but the way the background was animated with the moving buildings, it just looked so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So that's something that Ufotable is really good at because they have an in-house 3D studio. Mm-hmm. So whereas other studios would have that outsourced to a separate studio, they're able to do that themselves and make it cheaper for them. So they're able to create like 3D backgrounds and have dynamic cameras a lot easier than what a typical studio would have access to.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows.
They flex that a lot.
Yeah. It shows.
There's a lot of moments throughout the whole series where it's just like, wow, this just looks so cool.
Yeah.
They choose great moments to flex that capability.
Yeah. I think my favorite scene in the entire season was when Tanjiro was about to get snapped by Rui's blood webs, and then Nezuko's like, nah fam, I got you. and then he changes from water to fire. Oh dude,
she
that was
hit her
tight.
blood art, and then it was so cool.
Yeah, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I love it. More, please. And then he didn't die, and I was like, no.
Yeah, that sucked. I was so ready for Tanjiro to get that win.
I know.
I
was so happy for it too.
Yeah, like everything about that scene is like so nice. Like that's why it popped off on Twitter. Like episode 19, you got to go see this. It's like crazy, insane, beautiful and stuff. And like even the way like the music swells in the background as he's like spinning and like getting all the rotations in to get cut through the webs and stuff. And then like when it crescendos, when like Nezuko uses her blood demon art and like burns all the webs away. Yeah. And just like the way they like do the repeat shots of like when he like cuts into the neck and it's like shows like the fire like going through again and like a different angle, same thing happening. It's just like, oh my god, this is so pretty.
Yeah.
He got fire sword.
Is there a section of the show where you preferred the most?
I think I did really like the end. Not the end. Obviously the after the fight with Rui when they go to the Master's Mansion and all the Hashira. Thank you. I was like, I don't know if I can say it, but I'm gonna try. When they're all there and then seeing all of them, that whole scene there, and then the training after it, learning total concentration, continuous, right?
Yeah.
That like that whole
Constant.
thing was constant. Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought that was that like that was my favorite.
I thought it was really interesting the way that like the last like 8 episodes were done. Where it was like episode 19 where the big last fight happened, and then like the next 7 episodes was just training.
Yeah,
exactly.
And then it ended. Like, but I wasn't mad about that. Like, you think like the big battle happens at the end.
Yeah,
and like that's the high note that you leave off on. But like,
it
still maintained my interest for those 6-7 training episodes. It's like the backstory and how it expanded, more or less like expanded the universe, like with them meeting the other Hashira and like how they go about things, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. And then I also like the fact that that was the bonding moment for Zenitsu and Inosuke and Tonjiro.
Yeah.
Like just like all of them like having fun being bros together. I was like, I feel this, man. Like that's what I liked. Yeah. I like the beginning training with the ex I don't even know how to say his name. The guy with the
Tengu mask.
Tengu mask. Thank you.
Urdaku? Okodaku?
Odoroki, I think, or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. There's a bunch of letters, and I
Urodaki.
Every time when I would try and say it, I couldn't. Yeah. That whole training sequence with him when Tonjiro first learns how to cut the boulder, like that was tight. I really like that. But if I had to pick my favorite section of the season, it's definitely that ending training and or the recuperation and then the training section was just tight as all hell.
I appreciated all the humanizing moments with the big demons.
Yeah,
like the big fights, like because it's like these demons are built up to be like complete assholes, like just evil creatures that like kill people nonchalant, like they're just really bad.
Yeah,
and then they flip it on you, and it's kind of like no, this person suffered.
Yeah.
Like there was a human here at one point, and they weren't always a demon.
Yeah,
and it's like a lot of them are the way they are because they can't even remember what it was like to be human.
Yeah, and you learn that with the nurse demon, that whole arc, if you will, if you want to call it that. I forget what her name was. The nurse who was like, isn't she a demon? Right? Yeah. Where she's like, I've been trying to help people and all this stuff, and I happen to be a demon. And she was saying, how she's been going to people who are on their last, breath or whatever and trying to help them. Like that was really like
their apprentice dude, her servant, apprentice. I forget his name.
Names are hard.
Yeah,
yeah, they are. Yeah, especially if they're not a main character that you see all the time.
Exactly. Like they were in episode like 7, 8, and then that was it.
There's a lot of consonants and not as many vowels for me. Okay. But yeah, that was a really like I like how short that arc was, but how powerful it was too. Like there was so much that you learned at one time with that, and that was right when Tanjiro's like starting to really get on his own and stuff like that, and it was like. Nice. We're in it for the long haul, baby.
Yeah. I was like, for number one's got to be the first demon, the one that was killing the rest of Kodak Urodaki.
Yeah.
The trainer,
the hand
ones.
Yeah.
The hand demon. How it's like it's designed gross. It's killed like plenty of children, but Tanjiro was still like he held his hand.
Yeah,
and that brought him back to like his brother, and I was like, "Oh,
that was such a sweet moment." It was so heartwarming.
Yeah, but then it's so cool that they were able to like do it in a way that actually made me feel that way for this thing.
Yeah,
because they're like, "Oh, we're gonna create this and make you feel this way, and then we're gonna flip it on you, and you're gonna feel this way."
Yeah,
and it was done so well. Yeah. Like that was like this. Is incredible, just like from a story standpoint, the way it was written, the way it was animated, like the moments that it had. I'm like, this is gonna be incredible.
Yeah,
because I liked it. I liked watching it up to that point. Everything was good, and then that moment at that moment for me, went from good to great.
Yeah,
and I was like, it's just been great every episode.
Yeah,
well, that was like the first big battle anyway.
Yeah,
like everything before that was all training and like. There wasn't really a lot of action, right?
But
that was like the kickoff because like I felt the same way, but I felt the same way because I was like, oh, this is tight. That's a lot of action. That's a lot of damage.
That moment is what made me feel like this anime is different.
Yeah.
Like this stands out not just from a design and animation standpoint, but just the way it's written and the characters. I'm like
storytelling wise.
Yeah, I just like I love this.
Yeah.
Like I love every second of this. It's so fantastic.
Yeah. I really felt that with Rui's backstory because like he was like the fragile kid and then like he became the demon and his parents were afraid of him and then they planned to kill him and then so he killed them and created his own family, but then when Tanjiro killed him and like his parents showed up to him and were like we'll go to hell with you. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. When he and then even like as he was like dying before his parents showed up, he realized like, oh, I repressed that they were trying to help.
Yeah,
they
they
didn't hate me. Yeah, exactly. You know, and just the pure human emotion that you got in like their last breaths were so humbling because they're so evil and like so scary, and then you just like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the contrast between like that feeling and where he was, where he's just like slashing his sister's face. Like, it's like
you get grossed out by how evil this spider boy is. You know, like it's just like, oh god, this person's the worst. I want them to die, and then when they die, you're just like,
oh, come back.
I understand why you're so evil. Now.
Exactly. You know,
I'm sorry, bud.
I love that. I really do love that part about the series.
Yeah.
Speaking of the spiders, how did you handle the spider section? You are no fan of spiders.
No, it sucked, and it definitely wasn't fun. When Zenitsu's part was the worst. Like I was like,
not into that.
But like the whole like with the spider webs and stuff like that, I was like, all right, whatever. But like, it's like it was neat, but then like. I didn't like it. I liked the story, but I wanted the spiders to go away.
It was perfect for Zenitsu to have to handle that. Like, and that's another thing I really like about the series is that it switches up seamlessly from being like serious to funny.
Yeah,
that just the little details that they like when the faces change from like really like detailed and really well animated to like the little dot eyes.
Yeah,
like, they'll do that in, like in the middle of a battle, and it's just like, oh fuck yeah, dude.
Like, it ain't that deep. I love this.
Yeah, exactly. Like this horrifying baby spider thing, and Zenitsu is just like the way he's animated, he's losing his mind. He's fucking crying, running up the tree, and then it switches to a backstory that's like really heartfelt about how his master believed in him. And it's like, I was like, oh dude, like the way the series goes back and forth between like completely opposite emotions is so cool.
Yeah,
and it's so well done.
Yeah. I loved when Nezuko was I forget who was chasing her, but she was running away and she was big and then she just shrunk.
Oh,
she was like waddling away. I was like, oh,
jumping so over the sword.
She turned into a toddler and her sleeves are all long. She's like
and with the bamboo shoot. Yeah. it just makes it look so much cuter than what it actually I'm sure is, but
exactly.
Yeah. I loved it when they're at the Wisteria place with the old lady and they're recovering from after the drum demon, and they're all chilling there, and then it's like at night and Nezuko starts coming out of the box and Zenitsu's all freaking out. I was like, the demon's coming out, you didn't even lock it. And then like she comes out and he's like trying to get in the closet, trying to hide, and he's like, Tanjiro, you've been hiding this from me.
That's another thing I love about his character. Like he's a little horn dog, dude.
Yeah, exactly. The first time when you meet him, basically, is when he's like begging the girl to marry him.
He gets so serious about it. Yeah. Like it's so completely out of character, but perfectly in character for him.
Yeah.
And then he gets a sparrow instead of the crow, like everyone else.
Yeah, I love this. I love the birds, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Northeast.
Exactly what I would expect a crow with a human voice would sound like.
Exactly. The one scene that made me completely die was when the sparrow spit out the charm into his head. Hold out your hands. What?
It's just like,
dude, I was dying laughing. I wasn't ready for it whatsoever.
Yep.
Oh, I also loved when Inosuke and Tanjiro got their new swords after they broke, and like the guy who made his sword is all freaked out. You snapped my sword. It's because you're bad. It's not because of my sword.
He just starts charging at him with a knife.
And then Inosuke was cutting the serrations in his blade, and the other guy was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, he's all like, calm before. He's like, "Oh yeah, the other guy's he's very passionate about his swords, but oh, Inosuke, oh, that's a nice colored sword you got there." And then he starts hitting it with the rock. He's like,
Yeah, that was the best. I love that.
does very well combining the comedy and action, breaking it up.
And the seriousness too. It cuts the seriousness really well.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes you appreciate every element that much more, the way they're able to switch them up at whim, at any time,
and so flawlessly too.
You don't really know. You don't know how things are gonna actually play out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the exact details is kind of like, oh, this is gonna be like some serious for somebody about to die, and then like some funny shit happens, or like they change somebody's face, or like Zenitsu's freaking out.
Right. Yeah.
Anything could happen, and it's so good.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of the opening?
The OP.
Yes.
I liked it. I thought it was really neat.
I watched it a couple times.
Yeah,
I definitely had it caught in my head. I can't remember it for the life of me right now.
I kind of felt like it was a little bit softer than what I guess kind of what I would want it to be. It was more rocky, and I guess like rock and roll.
Yeah.
And I guess I kind of wanted a little bit more heavier, like maybe a little bit more metally.
Well, it starts off soft with just the vocals and the piano, and then like the guitar and drums and stuff kick it in.
Yeah, but even then it was a little too like I liked it, and nothing against it. I guess if I was to pick a song for that, I would have picked something a little bit heavier. Like when the rock came in, maybe a little bit more like distortion or something like that. You know what I mean? Like sounded a little bit deeper and more like metallic-y, and not like so much as like Aerosmith.
I wouldn't consider.
I know. But I mean, like those, like something. I don't know. Whatever.
I think it fit.
Like I said, nothing against it, but I think I was like expecting it to be a little bit like like ready to fuck some shit up, and not like chilling with it.
When the song comes on in my car, I'm just like.
That's fair. That's fair. Maybe I just have a heavier.
Dom's ready to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't hate it. I didn't hate it at all. Just if I had
liked it.
If I had to pick,
I'd probably watch next time I watch, because I'm gonna rewatch it. I'll probably watch it. Because like usually I'll skip it if I'm tired of it after a while. Like I'll watch the opening once or twice just to get the feel of it. And it's kind of like, well, now I'll watch that now. And then whenever it changes up, I'll probably watch it again. But I remember I know specifically for a couple episodes I just let it run.
Yeah. I wanted to, but like I was trying to power through because I loved watching it so much. I was like, I want to watch the OP, but like. I want to watch the show first, though.
I watched all the ending clips.
I didn't realize until like episode 24 that there was ending clips.
It was great. It's just that it's that extra bit of like cuteness, and especially whenever Nezuko's in it. Yeah. I love how they give her the little squeak, like a little cuckoo, and her movements. It's so good.
Yeah, and then like sometimes they'll go to like the school. And it's like Tomioka's the teacher. And he's like, no dyeing hair, but it's my natural color.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See.
Yeah, I know.
You should watch it.
I will next time. Yeah. Well, I didn't realize I was like, oh, okay, this is these are the credits. Like the first like 2 or 3 times after like when the flowers would pop up, I was like, oh, okay, like. Okay, this is just the credits. I was like 2-minute long credits. All right, fine, whatever. And I'm not used to that, so whatever. So I would just go to skip it. And then the one, it wasn't flowers. It was something else. One of the episodes, and I was like, oh, is this different? All right, well, I'm gonna keep watching. And then like that popped up, and I was like, this was here. Was this here the whole time? Shit.
Yeah. Well, that's like an anime thing, isn't it? Usually not necessarily have a recap, but like a little clip at the end about what's gonna happen next.
Yeah, like little previews and stuff.
Yeah, little things at the end.
And that was another thing where like I don't like the next week on, and then like it basically gives you all like the plot points for the next episode, and then leaves you on a cliffhanger. I was like, no, I'm just powering through, so like I don't need to look at that. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah, some shows do that.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. So that's why I just like. I was like, oh no, I'll just skip. It's no big deal. But I didn't. If I would have known it was something like that, I would have actually watched it. Like I was thinking it was going to be like actual scenes for like from the next episode.
Yeah. No, it was nice. I like it.
Next time when I watch it,
they were all cute.
What were your thoughts of Nezuko?
I wanted more of her.
Same. Yeah. Actually.
She spends a lot of time sleeping.
Yeah. And also like a lot of time like not being a badass, and like I wanted to see more time of her being a badass.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's gonna be coming.
For sure. Well, now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I felt like it was. I mean,
I did notice how. I mean, a function of her character, I guess, was to be more of like a prop than a character sometimes. You know?
Yeah.
Which, again, like going with wanting more Nezuko is kind of wanting her to be a little bit more fleshed out.
Yeah.
But the way they used her was funny.
Yeah,
Whenever she would pop
perfect.
up, like
Yeah.
when they were in the doctor's house, and then like her face was just like the two dots,
Yeah.
and she was just like kicking her little legs up in the air, like doing like inching across the ground like a worm.
Yeah.
Like that. Those little things add to her character for sure. But like, have her have a character, be a character like Inosuke, or then just an actual like a function in the show. But I guess it is a little hard because she can only come out at night.
At nighttime.
Yeah. And she has the bamboo, so she can't talk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it works. It works
I guess so, yeah.
for what they have her as so far.
Yeah.
But I definitely want more of an actual character and her to be more. I want to say useful.
Yeah.
Well, now that she has blood demon arts, I
Yeah.
mean, she should be much more involved in combat and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like I can't wait to see how her and Tanjiro get like real tandem.
Yeah,
when it comes to fighting demons.
Bouncing each other. Yeah.
That's gonna be so cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know why. I just imagine Nezuko just tossing Tanjiro at it, like grabbing him by the shirt, and just get him.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah.
Like, I love to see that.
I love when like how she perceives all humans as like part of her family, and then like she just goes up and starts patting people on the head.
So sweet and so funny at the same time. Like it's sad when you think about it because it's kind of like, oh, they're dead, but I forget his name, the demon nurse's assistant. How she was just like, he was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. Yeah. I love that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved at the end when like right at the end he was like, "Hey Tanjiro, she's not ugly." Tanjiro was like, "Yeah!" He was so hype about it.
Yeah.
He's the beauty of our village. He's the beauty of a village.
Yeah.
That was hilarious too. After he ate the noodles and he was taking it, he was leading him to the nurse lady. He was only talking about how he called her a hag, and Nezuko was just like, "Oh, what's going on?"
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 out of 10, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Great series.
I like how they wrote in her innocence, right? Like she got hypno training to find all demons as family and that kind of stuff, or all humans. I'm sorry, all humans as family. I liked how they did that. It was like subtle, but it was like, all right, now I don't have to like think about why the hell isn't she just like eating everyone. Like it was like real easy just to throw that in there, and it was like subtle enough that like it didn't take too much from the story.
Yeah,
I like that.
When they're having the trial at the mansion, and she like gets stabbed like 3 times, and she still doesn't go after him. And it's like, bro, you just stabbed her 3 times.
I was
like
angry.
Any normal person would come and attack you.
Yeah, that was the first thing that I was saying. I was like, you're not proving anything. You're just proving that you can piss somebody off.
It's not about feeding. Like I wanted her to just kick him, not try to eat. I just wanted her to kick the shit out of him. Just one good time, like just kick him and then get back in the box.
Slams the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was pissed. I was like, how dare you do that to Nezuko?
And then afterwards, she was just in her box, like all staring at him mad, just like little smoke things coming out. Story continues in the movie, which we just did a review for that, so go check that video out. And season 2 was reportedly supposed to come out later this year, so we'll see when that happens.
I hope so.
Me too. I want more.
I hope it comes out like the day after the movie comes out. Just so that's what I want. I know it's not going to happen, okay? Let me dream.
I think they would have already announced that.
It's a surprise.
Surprise, new season. Another 32 episodes. All dropped on the same day.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
No, dude, I'd be so happy.
know.
It's not how it works.
Watch it all from start to finish. I want to do that with every new season. Just like start it from the beginning.
Yeah. Start over again.
Experience it all again.
Do it with One Piece.
No. No. I don't have enough time on this earth.
No, I don't think anybody does.
It's way too late for that.
Yep.
But yeah, let us know your thoughts on the episode. What do you think of Demon Slayer? Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Please and thank you.
Please.
Any closing thoughts, guys?
Yeah, what are we doing next?
Tits. Good thing you reminded me.
I forgot. I was gonna keep talking about Demon Slayer.
I know, I was too.
So next on the docket, I'm gonna have you guys watch some Ghibli movies.
Yes.
Because
Tight.
Demon Slayer movie, Ghibli movies. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that.
Anime movies. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the 3 movies you're gonna watch from Ghibli are Spirited Away,
Mm-hmm.
Howl's Moving Castle,
Mm-hmm.
and Princess Mononoke.
Tight. Never seen them. Well, I saw Spirited Away like a while ago, but I like remember like 1 or 2 scenes from it.
I don't remember anything from Spirited Away.
No.
I know I've seen that like once or twice, but I don't remember.
I'm excited because I do like their movies. I like the animation style of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They have good messages.
yeah, I'm excited. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Keep it going.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
So excited.
Let's get it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So clothing thoughts.
Who's your favorite character from Demon Slayer?
Ooh, you put me on the spot with that. I gotta go cliche. It's Tanjiro.
He's such a good boy.
I know.
I like Inosuke.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
As much as I talk about
Yeah.
Zenitsu, I fucking love Inosuke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them all, but like if I had to pick a favorite one, like I mean, I definitely
Just looking
like
at Inosuke's dumbass boarhead. Those doofy eyes.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
And then he has like the super pretty face.
Yeah,
underneath.
the-
exactly.
like the face of a
When
girl.
he
kinda.
revealed it, and they were
Yeah.
both like, oh, he's beautiful.
And the
Yeah.
fact that he can never remember Tanjiro's name.
Yeah, I can't remember anybody's name. He just says it randomly.
Fight me, Kanpachiro!
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Once again. Comment, like, and subscribe.
All right, we'll see you next time.
All right,
Love you
friends.
guys.
That's all. Sayonara.
Bye.